Knockaert misses the penalty. Not once, but twice he fails to get it past Almunia. Now here come Watford. Hog Dini! That, my friends, is football heritage. Watford is a club that has probably given us one of the best moments in English football history. Now the club has been struggling in the Championship after being relegated into it in 2022. And if that wasn't enough, now with the sale of Kone to Marseille, they have lost one of their big talents this summer. Fans on Twitter are discussing the lack of transfers already and are worried about what's to come this season. That's where we come in. We will take over Watford, bring in great talents, face challenges along the way, but hopefully come out on top, turning Watford into a Premier League club again. And who knows, maybe we can create our own iconic moment during this rebuild. Let's begin now. So this was the starting 11 of Watford at the end of the season. Rajovic up top with Bayo and Asprilla on the wings, Kayembe and Kone in midfield, Sema and Andrews as the wing backs or full backs as you want, Pollock, Hurt and Sierralta the center of that defense, and then Bachmann in goal. Now, looking at that team, you probably realize that things couldn't have gone too good for Watford in the past season. And if you thought so, you were right, because we are looking at Watford on 56 points in the 15th position after 46 games in the last season within the Championship. And in those 46 games, the top scorer was Rajovic with 10, Asprilla with 7. Those 7 assists, I should say. Those two players are the only ones that have surpassed double digits in terms of goal contributions. So clearly, the numbers are not looking too good for Watford, and that's why we are coming in to rebuild this squad and take it back into the Premier League. But another number that is important is the budget. We are looking at 18 million at the moment. That is obviously not a lot of money, but as Kone has left, we will actually sell him within this career mode as well, and we will add that to the budget and replicate any transfer that has happened for Watford this season. But on top of it, talking about the budget, perfect segue into this. Today, I don't only get to rebuild Watford because I have fond memories of previous rebuilds with them, but I'm offering you a chance to be fulfilling a dream of any football fan out there, which is experiencing true sports club ownership. We all know Watford for certain historic moments in the past, like that last-minute goal from Dini, which will forever be part of any football romantic's favorite moments. But now you get to be part of their story moving forward. That's where the global investment platform Republic comes in, the sponsor of today's video, where you experience true sports ownership. Yes, this is a unique offering to hold a piece of a top UK club. Through Republic, you can now own a share of this historic club whose ambitions are sky high. Do you understand what I mean? Until now, we were only able to play with Watford in our games, but now things have changed. Following a club that you now hold a share in must truly be one of the most exciting things you can do as a football fan, especially if you consider the ambitions of Watford to return to Premier League football. There will be investor perks ranging from receiving club merge all the way to dinner with the head coach and club captain. Of course, terms and conditions apply. These perks aren't guaranteed. I mean, where else can you be this involved in a football club of this level? So now it's your time to learn how to own a share of Watford FC using the link in the description. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research. Investments can be risky, and it's important to understand them. Thank you to Republic.com for sponsoring today's video. Now, back in the rebuild, here you can see I sold Kone for 4.5 million. In real life, it was a transfer worth 12 million euros. And since he has gone, we need to update other things as well. A couple of good things, actually. In terms of players coming back into the club, obviously, we will not be looking at Dennis anymore. But Imran Loza is coming back from his loan deal at Lorient. He was initially a really good player, so I wonder how things are going to go for him back at Watford, if he is going to be one of the main players playing. And then also Samuel Kalou is returning into the squad, and that is yet another player with quite a decently high rating that we can make use of. Now, on top of that, obviously, we need to bring in some of the players that Watford have signed, and one man is one you might remember. Back in 2022, that man right there was already a player of Watford before he moved over to Nantes, and now his contract has run out, it seems, and he joins back into the Watford squad, leaving France for England again. It is Moussa Sissoko. we are awaiting this man in that midfield. He could be quite useful. Yes, he's old, but of course he could be useful. As I said before, he could go straight into that midfield possibly and help us out. Sissoko right now joins us with a rating of 73. Him and Loza could be a great partnership there. Watford have also signed Vata, Rocco Vata. This man is joining them from Celtic. Quite interested to see what his rating is, how good of a talent he is. I have heard some things about him, but not too much. So if you guys have any idea of him, please let me know. He comes in at a rating of 65, which won't help us straight away, but he's only 18. Because I personally feel like there's a lot of work to be done and we only have an 18 million budget, I need to do what's right. I need to bring in players that might be a little bit higher in age, not necessarily players that are 23 and under, and do a good job at doing that. So we are bringing in a goalkeeper named Franco Petroli, playing for Godoy Cruz in South America. Now he is joining Watford. Watford known for having a bunch of South Americans in the past and right now as well. So we are bringing in Petroli, a left-footed goalkeeper with really well-balanced stats, 25 years old, so a decent amount of experience and still has some upside left in him. So for now, Petroli is my goalkeeper. After that, I think it's time to bring in a top centre-back who at St. Pauli in Germany was doing a great job, but then moved over to Ajax. Initially had a little bit of hype and then it all died down. It is Jakov Medic. I want to give him a second chance right here, joining another club in the second division. When he was at St. Pauli, he was great. So now I want him to help us in the second division of England. Medic comes in right-footed, right, which is decent. Hood can go over to the left centre-back spot. Medic comes in at the height of 6'3". He is Croatian. He's 24 years old. Yet another player that is coming in at the right profile into this club. Because, yes, again, I don't have much money to spend. I need to get the ratings right now because this team could easily go down and we need to prevent that at all costs. Then, my friends, I'm going over to Belgium because Belgium has a bunch of great players and this is one of them, Genk's centre-back Carlos Cuesta. Again, another South American joining us right now. Sierralta going the other way, plus 3 million to make this deal happen. And with that, I feel like we have an amazing centre-back partnership between these three players. Hurt coming in at 6'2" from Netherlands. Medic at 6'3" from Croatia. And Cuesta coming in at 5'10" as the more agile centre-back between these two. And of course, as I said, from South America, he's coming in from Colombia. Now, Andrews is one of the highest potential players in the squad, and I actually want to give him that play time. I want to keep at least one of these originals from Watford in here. No play styles, but the kid is just 18. So if we can grow alongside the team, that is going to be good enough for me. Now, clearly, there is one position I probably should upgrade, which is Rajovic. I understand he scored 10 goals for you last season, but we really need to step that up because in the game itself, having a 67 rated striker, which is like one of the most important positions, that's not going to be good enough. I knew of this next guy walking into the club back when he played in Japan for Kashima Antlers. Ever since then, I've seen Ayase Ueda make his way up football in terms of the rankings of the clubs that he's been playing for. Moving over to Cercle Bruges and then in the end just now playing for Feyenoord as the backup to Santi Jimenez, the Mexican striker. Ayase Ueda is a top player, and just recently this month he has played a couple of games for Japan as well and has had some good performances. So Ayase Ueda, I'm going to be relying on you, buddy, to go ahead and take this team to the next level. Such a nice guy. From all the things that I've seen from him, especially at Feyenoord lately, comes across like a true professional. I absolutely love Japanese players, and Ueda comes in with decent amounts of pace, really good shooting, 4-star weak foot, only 24 years old and 6 foot tall with the finesse shot play style. I don't know if all these players that we brought in now are going to be here until the end, but I'm very happy, mostly happy about the signing of Ueda. I knew this guy was a great talent in terms of football, but I had no idea he was such a football manager legend. Valentin Barco is joining us as the one outstanding transfer. I've been able to sell a couple of players, so I decided to go after Barco. Brighton is not using him, right? So let's bring him into our squad where he's going to be a clear number one. Joao Ferreira plus 4 million to make this deal happen. He comes into that left wing back position where he actually goes up in rating, which is good to know. 76 pace, 73 passing, 77 dribbling. Obviously not that physical. The guy's only 5'8", so the left wing back position is actually perfect for him instead of being a 4 at the back, left back. So very happy with this signing. Marquee signing for sure, but now this Watford team is looking really nice. I feel like we've made the right choices. Well, lads, here we are. First season is ending. I want to see how the team has done. Ayase Ueda up to a 77. Asprilla only up to a 73. Andrews, my man, we trusted in him. He got a +6. The defenders looking very good. The younger ones have gone up. Hood, obviously now 30 years old, so he's not necessarily going to go up. But Barco up to a 75 right there. Really, really good stuff for our team. And I just realized I didn't even change the positions for these lads. So that's probably why they've actually become so high rated. Oh, no, look at that. He goes up to a 77. Where's Andrews? Andrews, where you at? Did I actually change your position already? Oh, I did. Okay, all good. Stats-wise, we are looking at Ayase Ueda, 28 and 4. My guy, that's why I brought you into the team. Now only 25 years old. If you keep this up, buddy, you could be here until the end. Hello. Respect, 15 and 5. Ba off the bench, 9 goals. Medic, 8 goals and 5 assists as a centre-back. This guy must have been dominating those corners. Barco with 5 and 9. And Kayembe getting 5 and 5 off the bench. Really impressive. Asprilla didn't play until halfway through the season. I had to release Ince. That way, he actually got playtime, which was quite annoying. So he could have actually grown a lot more. But let's take a look into the league table to see Watford going up. No, this is not good. I mean, technically, yes, great. We're back into Premier League football, but is this team good enough for Premier League football? Can I survive in there? Now, the good thing is our goalkeepers have gone up in his rating and all that good stuff. Lots of players have gone up in rating. We have certain positions that we clearly need to improve. Sissoko has gone down, so he needs to be dropped. Asprilla could be improved. Kalou could be improved in terms of rating. Even Andrews. But, Premier League money. Could it solve our issues to survive in there? Let's see. Let's revive the career of that top talent right there. For a time, everyone was speaking about him. It's Franks now joining Watford. This Belgian talent. At one point, he was just all the hype. And now, obviously, the hype has died down a little bit. So maybe that's a good thing. He has to prove himself again, joining into the Premier League now for 11 million. Kayembe, I appreciate you, but Franks comes in with a 5-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, no play styles, which really surprises me. Only 21, though. Still can be considered a wonder kid. So go ahead, do your thing here at Watford. Franks, please. This is your new stage. I'm trying to make the right choices here. And you know what? I thought, let's bring in another Japanese player into this team to support Ayase Ueda. Now, this one, I was watching, not in Japan, but I was watching him in the Austrian League. And I was so impressed. Now, obviously, the level of football in the Austrian League isn't that incredible. So now he is joining us after having moved to France, where he hasn't necessarily done outstanding initially. I haven't followed him last season, though. Now, Keito Nakamura joins us at Watford for around 10 million. Kalou, I appreciate you, but Nakamura is the one. And he comes in at a 76, which is the same rating as Franks, and that is good enough for this team. 80 pace, 75 shooting, 74 passing, 78 dribbling, finesse shot, technical, first touch, Trivela. This man can do it all. If you can take him to a high rating, he should be a fun player. 23 years old, 4-star skill moves. Keito Nakamura, Ayase Ueda. What a partnership that will be. You've seen it. I've seen it. Romania at the Euros was a fun watch. And Dragushin at Spurs, he's only sat on the bench behind Mickey van der Ven and Romero. So for me, it's time to bring him into this squad. Watford is getting a top talent and a player that has once again during the Euros shown that he could actually grow into an incredible player. So Dragushin, this is your chance. Hood is going to be dropping out of this team at some point. He is getting older. So we're going to have a little bit of a two-way competition between Dragushin and Porteus for that position. But he comes in now the takeover. Medic now has a 5-star weak foot. Let's put him on there. Dragushin comes into the center of this defense at 6'3" from Romania at the age of 22 with high defensive work rate, no play styles. That's okay, but I think that could be a key signing for us, specifically for the future. 6 goals and 13 assists in the previous season for Leicester as they went up into the Premier League. Now I am bringing that man into our club. Former Sporting player, current Leicester City player, Fatavu is joining Watford for 28 million. That is my entire budget for this lad. He comes in at a 78 rating, left-footed, can cut inside, can skill pass people, can also cross the ball in on his right foot, power shot, technical flair. This guy has always been a massive talent in the game ever since he's been in it. From Ghana, I'm so excited that we were able to bring him into this squad. Yes, it cost me everything, but it might all be worth it. Can this team survive in the Premier League? I desperately hope so. If we can finish in like 14th or something, I'd be delighted about that. Seems like I'm doing some sort of a good job. PSG wants to sign me as their new coach. Of course, PSG, I will join you and enjoy those billions that you can spend. But then again, you know, it's not going to happen because this Watford project is more important. So Watford, have you survived? Yes, you have. 16th in the league, 37 points, 21 losses, minus 14 on the goal difference. Clearly, there's a lot of work to do, but I'm glad that we actually managed to survive. Man City in the first position. No surprise right there, but any surprises in the starting 11? Nakamura 80, Fatavu 81, Ayase Ueda up to an 82. Vranks up to an 80. Lauza 77. He's not too happy in this team at the moment. Probably should be turned into a backup. Barco 82. We love that. Andrews gone up to a 76. Keep it up, lads. Cuesta, Dragushin, and Medic all on that 78 rating, which is very good. Petroli up to an 80, which I'm very satisfied with, but clearly we are lacking depth in this team. Yes, we do have players like Asprilla who are very useful for this team, but we do need more, and I need to see some stats right here. We are looking at Nakamura 15-4, comes in first season, most goal contributions. Ueda with 12-2, Atavo 6-1, Vranks 4-2, Andrews getting involved, Asprilla off the bench with 9 goal contributions, very good. And then Dragushin gets some goals for himself as well. So going into this next season, it's going to be very important to make the right decisions. I think another centre midfielder next to Vranks is going to be the key, and then we're going to look at different options as well. Pablo Barrios, a player who I'm a massive fan of, and hopefully we're going to see a lot more of him for Atletico Madrid in the upcoming season. Such a talent. Watch out for this one. Remember the name. Now he is joining us at Watford. I'm spending a lot of our budget on him. 39.5 million. We're getting a B rating for it, which is obviously quite decent. But Lauza drops to the bench, which is necessary. Barrios comes in with 81. So Vranks can do a bit of defending. The same goes for Barrios. So both of these guys can do both things. But Barrios, as you can see, has a lot of offensive qualities as well with 76 shooting. I wouldn't be surprised if this man gets us over 10 goal contributions, possibly 15 in the upcoming season. He does have the intercept playstyle though, which showcases that he does have defensive football knowledge as well. So hoping this is going to be the right decision. It's the one big transfer I'm making. I would like to make more, but the budget is probably not going to be allowing that. Well, Watford, you surprised me. I would have never seen this coming. This team has gone from being a struggling side in the bottom half of the league table to 5th. Now, I don't think if this is something that we can sustain. Like, Liverpool and Manchester United are below us. Leicester City is up there. What is going on here? This is amazing. Now, let's see the team that has done it. Ueda up to an 85. Come on, lads. Fatavu 85 as well. Nakamura 83. Barrios 83. Vranks 83. So the front 5 is really good. Andrews, much respect. He keeps going. Cuesta 79, Medic 79. Both of them kind of stopped growing. So next season, I'm probably going to see if I can bring in a couple of really good centre-backs. Barco up to an 85. Petroli 81. Not much growth there. So possibly another goalkeeper needs to come into this squad as well, as these guys drop to the bench and make the squad depth even better. But this is insane. I love the fact that we've gotten this far. Guida, 25 goals and 3 assists in the Premier League. That is impressive. Then we have Nakamura with 20 and 8. Fatavo with 10 and 2. Barrios coming in with 9 goal contributions instead of over 10, which I kind of predicted. But that is probably going to come at some point. But I've got to say, I'm really happy with how this team is developing slowly but surely. Watford has established itself in the Premier League, and now we're going to Europe. First new signing of the season, it is Mika Marmol from Las Palmas, a very, very big talent, joining us right now for 35 million. I might have overpaid a little bit. I'm not too sure if his rating is actually that much higher than anyone. Oh, it is 81. Let's go. So he's going to come into the team as the left-sided centre-back. That's what I thought. 88 pace, 80 defending, 79 physicality. On top of it, great dribbling and passing, and tiki-taka and the intercept playstyle. This guy is unreal, and he will fit into this team perfectly. And now moving on to one of my favorite players to use in FC24, Jan Aurel Bisek. When it comes down to gameplay, having a 6'5" tall giant German beast is what you want to have in your team. 33.6 million I paid for this one, and he goes straight in there. Cuesta, you're also becoming a backup. We now have 3 backup centre-backs, 1 centre midfielder, 1 right wing, so you can tell the bench is improving. And Bisek comes in with that 81 rating to take over the right centre-back position with pace, defending, and most importantly, physicality of 85, along with the power header, block, and aerial. This is a special player for a very special team that we're building right now. Petroli, you have been a legend at this club for getting us to this point into European football, but to stay there, we need that next level. Lunin is joining us because Petroli is not going to be growing anymore. His development plan has stagnated. The same with the other 2 centre-backs that we basically replaced. So these moves are very, very important for our team. And this is finally the last one that we're going to bring in. Not Marriott, obviously. Lunin comes in with an 84 rating. We have all seen what he has done for Real Madrid in the absence of Courtois. And now he can be the main man here at Watford with a team that I'm actually really proud of. The Watford boys could only make it into the semi-finals of the Europa League. Benfica do go through, and they probably will end up losing against Atletico. Yes, they have done exactly that. But we see Watford in the top 3. 69 points, Champions League qualification secured, goal difference of 18, and this team right here. Ayase Ueda up top, 87 rated, 93 pace, 90 shooting. No, he doesn't have that many playstyles. Sorry, it was Nakamura, wasn't it? Just the finesse shot. Both of them have it though, which is really nice. 5-star on Nakamura. I need to work on the weak foot of Ueda in the upcoming season. Fatavo looking solid. Both midfielders have grown. Defensively, we have seen a lot of growth, specifically Andrews going up there now, and he should become the captain, the original of the squad, Lunin up to an 85 and a solid looking bench. That might be the reason as to why this team has done so well and has been so consistent. 29 and 6 from Nakamura. He is the standout performer. Ueda with 28 and 2, still incredible. And then Fatao 15 and 7 of Barrios. That's the type of performance I was expecting from him. 13 and 13. Vranks with 18 goal contributions. And Barco, by the way, has been incredible, consistently performing on a top level. Hence why he is our highest rated player in the team as we speak. But I do feel like some players are going to surpass him in the upcoming season. But lads, Watford continues on as we go into the next season. I was given a budget of 137 million, but I said no. I'm going to stick with my team, and it's paying off right now. Manchester City, please do not stop us. Watford is in a Champions League final and FA Cup final against City. It's a win. It's a freaking win. Man City gets kicked out of everywhere. The big question is, have we kicked them out of the Premier League as well? Is there a chance for us to win the Premier League title? Yes! This could be a treble season. Watford 79 points at the top. FA Cup has been won by Watford. And now in the Champions League final against Real Madrid, the biggest club of them all. This is gonna be special. Talking about special, this team definitely is it. Ueda going up to a 90 at this point. We have Nakamura on a 90 as well. Fatavu 89. Ueda now has that 5-star week for Vranks and Barrios in that midfield. Very good partnership, but Barrios is a bit higher rated. Defensively, Bisek, Dragushin, Marmol. What a partnership that is. Barco up to an 88. Yes, people have surpassed him, but that's okay. Andrews up to an 88. He's going to be the captain, hopefully lifting that trophy. And Lunin up to an 89 with a solid bench except the striking position. But Rajovic scored 10 goals for Watford in the last season and he has stuck around until now. So let's see if he can be of any use, potentially if anyone gets injured. But Ueda 35-3, Otavo 21-11, Nakamura 17-15, Barrios 11-12, Vranks 9-7, and even our centre-backs getting involved with 7 goals. Bisek steps up in true Medic fashion for us. So, having seen all that and this incredible team, who are we up against? Who does Real Madrid still have? A regen, Ferreira, Vini Jr., Jude Bellingham, Zaire Emery, Odegaard, Hato playing as a CDM, Parisi, Bremer, Bastoni, Bowie, Courtois. That is some team, I gotta tell you. And those fullbacks could potentially be doing well. Nakamura up against Bowie. That's going to be the battle that I feel like could decide this game. All right, Real Madrid, show me what you got. I am confident in my team. One thing I think is going to be important in this game is the wing-backs. Barco and Andrews are going to have a lot of room to run into. We need to utilize that and use it to our advantage to maybe go double on those fullbacks for them to not be able to cope with it. Very important for us to utilize those spaces. Ooh, this is not good. Whoa, I'm completely out of position. Okay, good start for Real Madrid, I guess. Vinicius Jr. scores early on into the game, pulled everyone out of position, and put myself into a spot that is probably the worst to be in against Real Madrid. Good luck to me. And yeah, stop being offside. Otavo, solid. Franks, very good. Ueda, please. Straight response. Yes! Ayase Ueda. Remember the name. My guy. Let's go. Initially, I thought you were only going to be a placeholder for a couple of seasons until we sign a massive striker, but no. He has proven himself. He deserves this moment. Oh my god, what the hell just happened to Barrios? He just fell over like that. Ridiculous. Oh, beautiful. Wow, this is impressive passing play. Off we go with Nakamura. Up against Bremer. Nakamura with the ridiculous pace. And the ability to get past the goalkeeper, but not the ability to put it into the back of the net. Bremer has gotten there. Bisek move back in position. Now I'm going to be pushing players back into their spots to make sure we don't concede again. Real Madrid get too close for comfort, though. Who do they have? They have Odegaard on it. We're going to put someone on that line. It's just going to happen, isn't it? Odegaard hits it. We save it. Lunin. And this, my friends, is why you get Bisek into your team. You put him there in the corner. He jumps up and nearly scores. That's what you need to do. What's he doing? What is Bremer doing? What is Bremer doing? He's messing up. It's Nakamura. 1v1. Finesse shot trait. Come on, man. Solid. Good win. Good win. Nakamura. What is that touch? He left him in the dust. Nakamura against Bowie. It's again a 1v1. This time, he will not miss. Dude, that touch from Nakamura to take it past Bowie was outstanding. I told you, lads, the wings, that's the position when we need to do well. And one of the wingers scores right now. Nakamura, you're a beast, mate. I appreciate you. Look at this move now from Nakamura. Gets the ball. Immediately decides, nope. Oh, no. Oh, no, that's a quality pass. But an even better save. Oh, Nakamura, big steal. Sasha Bowie is losing this battle. And with that, he might have just lost this game for Real Madrid. Ueda, bring it back down the wings. Make a run. Back heel pass. Inside. Ueda once more. Fatavu asking for him to come close. I'm going to run. I'm going to run. Wait for it. Lob the ball up. Hit it on the bicycle kick. Ref blow the whistle. It is done. We have won it all with Watford. Andrews, the captain, the one, the original of the squad, is the one to lift that trophy. Guys, it has been a joy rebuilding Watford. Again, it's so much fun to do these rebuilds. And thank you guys so much for the support on the channel lately. It's been beautiful to see. I really appreciate it. So hopefully this one gets just as much support. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care and peace.